Democratic Party has right now.
Man, fucking dickhead.
Trojan horse. I don't think Charlemagne knows what a Trojan horse is.
Charlemagne is dickhead.
Crockett's supposed to jump out of the Trojan horse, not be one. Anyway. But Trader Kane's putting lipstick on a pig.
It doesn't seem like some of the party's just angry about this. It seems like this is ripping the party apart at a time where it felt like the party was coming back together post-elections.
Can I just say, ripping the party apart? I think you're over-dramatizing this. I mean, I know the news business is to try to make everything like the biggest crisis. Did Kane just say a woman was being dramatic? Careful, buddy. You're already on thin ice. Hitch isn't calling it a crisis either. He says the shutdown was a win.
Over the last several weeks, we have elevated successfully the issue of the Republican health care crisis, and we're not backing away from it.
If this was a win, why does everybody want Schumer's head to roll? Democrats are in such a free-for-all. All they could do to distract from the Schumer shutdown cover-up is leak Epstein emails. But they're going to force a vote to release everything the government has on Jeffrey Epstein.
We need to respect tribal sovereignty in our environment. We need to stand up for LGBTQ+ rights because that's what the American people expect us to do. Fight for them. That is why I will sign the discharge petition right now to release the Epstein files.
The Democrats are fighting harder for the Epstein files than they did to pay the troops.
Man, when you live there and said, release them bitches, y'all shit, y'all change y'all mind.
What's the first thing Democrats did when they woke up? They leaked 3. Just 3. Out of 20,000. And it backfired.
Did the president ever spend hours at Jeffrey Epstein's house with a victim? These emails prove absolutely nothing other than the fact that President Trump did nothing wrong. I think it's a question worth asking the Democrat Party, and you should also ask them after this briefing of why they chose to redact that name of a victim who has already publicly made statements about her relationship with Jeffrey Epstein and is unfortunately no longer with us.
That's right. Democrats redacted a woman's name and called her victim, but the victim's dead. Her name is Virginia. And she already testified under oath that Trump did nothing wrong. What a sleazy leak.
Oh, that's fucking
They're shutting
douchebag.
down the government
Bunch of
to
fucking
give
rats.
illegal aliens health care. They're all getting paid. They're all allowed to insider trade. These are the kinds of swampy tactics that make us lose all respect for these freaks. They create a crisis, so no one gets paid, people can't eat, no one can fly, and now they're like, oh, here's a fake Epstein email. What a joke. More prime time, straight ahead. J.D. Vance is under attack.
Maintaining the integrity of the plane is the priority here.
Loser. He's such a loser. He's one of those insecure men I just described earlier. I think Jennifer described him as like, a failed drag queen.
Bad eyeliner, whacked out, fatal drag
Looks
queen.
like a shit show
His
down
father TV and little Harry Sisson are mad because JD's not on the couch. He's in the arena. Meanwhile, the Democrats are eating their own. Their primary is shaping up to be a real knife fight. Kamala is sharpening hers in the kitchen. She does it on a cooking podcast with Ruthie. Who's Ruthie? No idea. Look Ruthie up. 2,000 subscribers on YouTube. Some videos with just 40 views. But Mama has got a soapbox. So she's throwing around the B word. Bolognese.
So my bolognese, my roll explode, and according to me, is hybrid. Now, of Alice and Marcella.
What's the title?
World famous Bolognese.
I didn't know that's how you pronounce Bolognese. Bolognese? I don't know. I'm not Italian. We thought Cobble worked at McDonald's, not Olive Garden. Dougie must be one lucky guy, hashtag, slurping down angel hair after spin class with the homies. Cobble has been carb loading too.
My last question always on these conversations is there a food that you go for when you meet company? Pasta. All day long.
Cobble is finally healing through food. She's learning to eat, pray, and love, but also listen.
What I'm enjoying about it is I am there not to talk, but to listen. That's why I'm convening these groups.
So while Kamala plays Betty Crocker, Gavin's playing pretend president in Brazil, Newsom's at a UN climate summit, and the governor's meeting with heads of state. That's the Minister of Indigenous Peoples. Eat your heart out, Liz Warren. But outside the event, it was a different story. The local chiefs tried to stop the stealing. They're stealing their land. Stolen land didn't stop Gavin from getting handy. Greasy named his top campaign issue global warming. The skip fires in Brazil. And by stop and prevent, we can only assume he means not have enough water to put them out. Then Gav touted his little horn. Listen.
We're on the tip of the spear of climate change. Simultaneous droughts and simultaneous floods. The hots are getting a lot hotter and the dry is drier. You saw one of the most devastating wildfires in American history in the middle of winter in Los Angeles in January.
Climate change didn't burn down the Palisades. A Biden governor did. And the Democrats who were supposed to help contain it were missing in action. But Newsom better get home quick. He's got another fire to put out. His former chief of staff from just a year ago got arrested. David Williamson is accused of wire and bank fraud, accused of stealing nearly $250,000 from the feds. If she's got any dirt on Newsom, think she'll flip? Let's bring in founder of Public News, Michael Schellenberger. How you doing, Michael?
Great to be with you, Jesse.
So this trip down to Brazil, that's kind of a macho move, you know? Trump's not there. The governor's going down there representing the good old U.S. of A. How's it going?
I mean, it's easy to make fun of Gavin because of his jazz hands or whatever. He's like acting like a mime sometimes now. But I mean, look, I think he's the front runner for the Democratic nomination for president. I mean, he's just the best liar that the Democrats have. I mean, he said that he had funded forest management, he had cut the budget for forest management, we had these high-intensity fires, he then blamed them on climate change. You know, he failed to prepare and respond to the big fires in Los Angeles earlier this year, still this year in January, then blamed that for climate change. You know, he's making assertions around the droughts that is simply untrue. We don't see a change of drought trend in California. I mean, he was on the verge of getting California to get rid of all of our oil refineries. We already have the most expensive gasoline in the country. Our electricity is now 80% more than the national average. I mean, my wife and I, two of us in a home, we paid $350 for our electricity bill last month, Jesse. I mean, California is crazy. Doesn't even get into the homelessness. So, look, I just think his success rests on his ability to fool people and tell Democrats what they want to hear.
Are you concerned about this indictment of his former chief of staff? Usually a chief of staff knows a lot.
I mean, it's a huge deal, right? I mean, the problem is traditionally they've controlled the Attorney General, the state Attorney General, they've controlled the district attorneys. Of course, the Attorney General's office is where all the crimes occur, and so they've been able to basically allow a huge amount of corruption to go on in California for a really long time because They control the offices that should be investigating that. But hopefully we'll see some federal action now. You've got U.S. attorneys from the Trump administration that should be all over this. But yeah, I mean, the corruption in California is legion, and it's really never been properly investigated.
Okay, before we let you go, how do you say bolognese? Is it bolognese or bolognese?
Good job.
I think Americans would say bolognese, right?
Okay.
In Italy, maybe they had the E.
Okay, I think Kamala was just getting a little saucy there. Thank you so much, Mike. Good luck with the electricity bills.
Great to be with you.
Sydney Sweeney, Michelle Obama, and Abraham Lincoln. Cat Tim on deck.